Sometimes when you got a side of the line that's a little bit more dominant, don't be afraid to go that way more often.
No question about it. I think on critical down and distances, when they need to have a play, especially on short yardage, goal line going for it on fourth down, the left side is who they're going to be running behind. You've got two guys out there in the left tackle and left guard that are going to play on Sundays, and that is a
finding some room. Touchdown, Mustangs! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
And these offensive coordinators tell you they want to start fast and they want to establish the run game. That is exactly what you did. First drive, you hand the football off, making the big explosive run, setting the tone for this football game.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. They couldn't draw up a drive better than that one. Just gashed them for the big play in the running game. One snap, one touchdown. Fielded in the end zone. It's Beebe. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. The Cavaliers offense takes the field for the first time in this game. And now here comes Peyton Lewis. He has become a key piece of this offense.
What a challenge for this running back here. This late in the season against a conference opponent, one of the better run defenses in the entire country, too. We know this guy's been an absolute game breaker, toting the rock, but this defensive coaching staff has had a lot of time and a lot of film all season to watch this guy and watch the schemes of this running attack. It'll be interesting to see if this guy can break through in one of his biggest tests of the year.
On the run, it's Lewis. That keeps the running game churning. Pick up a 5 to the 23.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good gain, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
And he slides to avoid the contact and did it just at the right moment. He got the first down. The Cavaliers are facing 3rd and inches. Runs through the tackle. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. And the Cavaliers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Here's Holstein to throw. Caught. Here's a little room there. He'll be knocked out of bounds right at the 40-yard line. Good pickup there. The Cavaliers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Running inside. It's Lewis. He just carries it face long into a brick wall and has nothing to show for it again.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run. Not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
They went right back to him, and they got the exact same thing. Nothing doing against this defense. It'll be 4th down. He gets the first one off, and he was busier than he hoped in that loss last week, being called on 5 times. And they'll get downfield and make the tackle right at the 16-yard line. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. They're going to run it to the right. There he goes. Picks up the first down. Inside the 50. Inside the 30. He's at the 10. And he scores. Touchdown, SMU.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinators. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Cavaliers offense all set and ready to get this drive underway. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Throwing, Holstein. Quarterback floating away from pressure. At the 40, there he goes. And he slides down, and he got just enough to pick up the first down.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You can get the ball out, but when things break down, they get off schedule. You've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
Great coverage, great break on the ball. Had a chance to really make a big play and maybe even take that thing back to the house. But you got to secure the catch. We like to hit people more than we like to catch balls.
Gives it on the option. Might have a chance. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling. And the Cavaliers will hustle to the line.
Well, the defense just had to chase that guy down, make a tackle after a long run, and no chance to substitute. They got to get the play call in because the offense is trying to go fast.
Pass is incomplete, but there is a flag, and the D might have been a little too rough on the quarterback there. So the offense accepts the roughing the passer penalty, and they get a new set of downs. You want to be physical with the quarterback, but you can't give up those roughing the passer penalties. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Lewis. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun on 3rd down, Holstein. Looking to the end zone. And he really wanted to get the touchdown there, but it's incomplete. Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. Never a doubt. Now the lead is down to 11.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. Good news, I guess, a lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Looking for room, it's Green. He kept those legs moving, got 3 out to the 19.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
Back to pass, it's Jennings. Makes a stop in the backfield, he'll lose 4. period, and SMU has the lead. As we get a look at some stats, this is the best start they could have hoped for. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Throwing right. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing. And the Mustangs will bring the punt team onto the field. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Fields the punt and looking for daylight. Looking everywhere for room to run, but really good coverage, and he'll step out of bounds. Virginia has it back. The Cavalier offense headed to the field. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution.
There's some room. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
And a great job by the offensive line. If you're going to run the ball right at the middle, you better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big game.
Right back to the well. Drives ahead for 3 to the 27-yard line.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Makes the grab. It's Martin. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. The Cavaliers come to the line with a new set of downs. Holstein. He's got it on the run. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. Always nice to have that security blanket of the tight end.
And it's nice to have a tight end that can line up in different areas of the field, too. It's not always going to be in a three-point stance. He can sometimes be in the backfield. You could flex him out into the slot. They might even try to put this guy out at wide receiver in the split end position and see what he can do there, because this guy is a weapon.
They'll try to get it in with the run. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the...
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Cavaliers.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
And with the extra point, they cut the lead to 14-10. The returner will field it and bring it back. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. SMU's offense headed out onto the field to start this drive. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. The screen, he can go. How about that weight room work? He's showing off there as he gets across the 20. They'll mark it at the 22. The run from the shotgun. He's stuffed after picking up 1 to the 23. The Mustangs want to crank the tempo. Looking for a man. It's Jennings. They're working that left side. Really nice job to get it past the sticks, pick up the first down at the 30.
Well, in that down and distance, the quarterback's got to get rid of it so quickly, right? He knows the defense is going to be bearing down on him, so a nice job catching the gun snap and then turning and pivoting, getting it out of his hands quickly and accurately to pick up the first.
Nice gain on that play, but a little bit yards short of the first down. And the Mustangs can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. The Mustangs come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Looking to throw on first down. Going to try to get it himself. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17. And the Mustangs are in the red zone. Caught behind the line. It's Green. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it first and goal. The Mustangs, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Virginia will call its first timeout. And they're really frustrated having to use that after giving up the first down. And the Mustangs will try to put one on the board on first and goal. On the option. He'll toss it. Touchdown, Mustangs! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
Well, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, it's a 21-10 game. An 84-yard drive there, and they finish it off with the score from the 4. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Virginia ready to get things going as the offense takes the field. Not a lot of time left here in the half. Let's see if they can cut into this lead.
And this drive isn't a must score, but, man, you look at the scoreboard. You're down 2 scores. Jesse, you got a good opportunity. Create some momentum. Cut it to a 1-score game. This is an important possession.
Yeah, it's important to create that momentum now, David, too, and not wait to get it going here at the start of the 3rd quarter. You've got one drive here to get a couple of points. You've got to start erasing and chipping away at this deficit. This could be where the game turns right here.
Eli Holstein to throw. Got a man. It's Flores. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Slicing and dicing through this defense, and they've got it down to the 23. And the Cavaliers have it with a 1st and 10. Obviously didn't like what he saw on first down, and they use a timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Down to the 23 for this 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Holstein. Fires quickly. Oh, there might have been trouble if they hadn't knocked him down so quickly. The last completion got him 6. Now it's 2nd and 4. Motion from the back. Again, Holstein. Working the middle, it's complete. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. Here's Holstein to throw. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Back to throw, time running short in the half. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. From the gun on 3rd down, Holstein. Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be 4th down. They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. Just drives it between the uprights. That'll make it a one-possession game. The lead is 8.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
He only needs a sliver of daylight. Oh, what vision. Wide open, and it's a foot race. They won't get him in. It's a touchdown. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, they move on top by 15. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Gents, the cream is rising to the top here 7 weeks in. Let's take a look at today's action. We start with a look in on BYU, taking on the number 24 team, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish.
He'll bring it out. It's Courtney. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. As we start the second half, Holly, what adjustments do these teams want to make?
Guys, Virginia's head coach told me at the half their defense has done a terrific job so far, and today they're kicking off here to start the second half. That defense has got to step up again because they are facing a really stout running game. They've done a good job in the first half, but I will let you know how this continues to build here in the third quarter. Guys?
Okay, Holly. So now it's second and long. Throwing, Holstein. And he left that one short, tried to baby it in there. He's got to turn it loose.
Priority number 1, protecting your quarterback. You're down in the ball game. You've got to make sure you don't get those hits on him. Protect him a little bit more. We can get some big plays down the field.
Back to pass. It's Holstein. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
And this offense has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. They're already down 2 possessions. You know the pass has to come at some point, but they got to keep him clean. They can't get behind the sticks consistently. They've got to start to narrow this gap.
He's got it. He was working his way on the return toward midfield. They'll stop him at the 46. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had a much better field position this time around. They'll go to the ground. 7-yard pickup on that one. Is now second and 3. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's second and 3. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain.
That's a really good job by this defense because second and short, a lot of times, you're thinking pass. You're thinking they're going to try to make that big play because they're set up in a good spot. They did a great job still getting penetration, shutting down the run. Now, third and short time. Probably expecting another run again. Who's going to be the most physical team?
They thought they could just run it on third and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. Here comes the option. He'll toss it. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on fourth down?
Low man wins. Defense that time on fourth down was expecting run. And you saw at the point of attack how they just dominated. There was nowhere for that guy to go. Defense wins the down. They give it back up now to their offense.
From the gun, the give, looking for room. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Holstein. Snagged in the middle. It's Martin. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
Dropping back, it's Holstein. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
And that's crazy. 1 second you're the offense and you're thinking 2nd and inches, we're taking a shot, we're in a great spot. And then you give up the sack, and now all of a sudden you're in 3rd and long and you're thinking, uh-oh, we got to convert this. But we're giving the ball right back to our opponent.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Setting up the screen. Brought down at the 33-yard line as this defense gets a 3rd down stop. So here comes the field goal unit. They've been doing work today. They've already made a couple. Oh, and he missed it. No good. Missed opportunity with the field goal, and the deficit is still 15.
Well, they knew coming into this game, touchdowns were going to be real hard to come by going up against this defense. So when you got opportunities to kick field goals, you've got to come away with 3 points. You're not going to get these chances very often.
The screen, he's got wheels. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
I mean, getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for a loss.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Firing to the right, complete. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a 1st down.
And we've seen him do it by land, right? They've been handing the football, and he's been finding space, making some plays, and now he does it by air. They find him, throw him the football, proving to be a dual threat. This is a guy they like to feature in this offense because he'll continue to make big plays.
The Mustangs now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. They'll move the wide receiver. To the air on 2nd down. Catch in the middle, it's Smith. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
Really nice job on that play. Quarterback and receiver being on the same page. Quarterback not telegraphing the throw, and the receiver does a nice job finding the soft spot in the defense, just settling down and giving his quarterback a nice target to throw to.
It's complete on the right side. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another 1st down.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead. They know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws.
Makes the grab and room to run. Touchdown, Mustangs! And the stomping has commenced. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead.
And with this long drive, man, they're just showing you what they've been showing you throughout this football game. They can get it done. They can score points. And now, getting later in the football game, getting up by 3 possessions, the pressure is really on.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Virginia sending its offense back onto the field. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. You want to talk about taking the wind out of your sails. Drive the ball down the field and miss the field goal, David.
You know what? Don't leave it up to kickers. Execute better offensively. I think you move the ball nice. You got to keep that in mind. But, Palmer, I think you got to stay aggressive and don't settle for field goals.
Yeah, because you got to know there's just no margin for error right now. You just have got to be able to execute at a higher level.
Midway point in the season, in games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Eli Holstein to throw. Oh, they're after him. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
Got to give this defense credit, guys, because all game long they have forced their opponent to be one-dimensional. They haven't allowed anything to happen in the passing game. As a result, we're here in the 4th quarter. They barely allowed over 100 yards passing.
Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun on 3rd down, Holstein. It's picked off, and another empty drive. He's knocked down the one play to come up with the interception.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's passed, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
The Mustangs offense is ready to go on the attack. And after that interception, things quite comfortable. Big lead, clock winding down. They should be able to take care of business here. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. He'll try it again. Got enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Fresh legs, man, and it is showing, of course. This team had the bye last week, and you're seeing it right now late in the game. Running the football, imposing their will against the defense that looks tired. Of course, they had to play last week, and you're seeing that right now.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given him some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Quarterback will keep it. Keeps it himself. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, SMU! That score will give them a little more room to operate here in the fourth quarter as they go for their 6th straight win.
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On designed runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
He'll bring it out. It's Beebe. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Cavaliers offense all set and ready to get this drive underway. Last drive ended with a pick, but you still have to attack through the air. Looking for room, it's Lewis. Solid gain to get him out close to the 20, pick up a 5 to the 19. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Just feeds the running back. Just gets it to the 28, pickup of 1.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. The Cavaliers will punt this one away. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
They'll run it to keep the clock moving. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard.
And on that play on the RPO, they had the look they wanted, but up front, they just could not get the job done. You see linemen losing their one-on-one battles. There was nowhere for that running back to go.
Keep it on the ground. Maybe some room here. He's brought down the one, a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. And the Mustangs will snap it on 1st and 10. Driving his way all the way down to the 3-yard line.
Yeah, and that's a great job by this offense. And I'll tell you what, fourth quarter, you have the lead. That's exactly what you want to do. Lean on these guys, run the football, eat that clock.
This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
And that's how you respond as a defense, man. You give up 9 yards on first down. Second down, man, they bring some pressure. They are in the backfield fast, and they make the tackle for a loss and completely flip the script. Almost a guaranteed first down on second down, and now maybe even put them in a passing situation on third down.
To the ground to try to move the chains. Slam down again, and they tried to just grind out this first down in 2 straight plays. They have been denied. Trying to do it on the ground. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
With that last touchdown, they remain undefeated. What can you say about this offense? One of the most explosive in the entire nation, and they're coming in, I think, every week with the mindset that we're just going to outscore everybody. We are okay going into a track meet, and that's really what we saw in this game today. But opponents just cannot keep pace with them and all of the athletes they have on the offensive side of the ball.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Beebe. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Virginia has it back. The Cavalier offense headed to the field. This has been an old-fashioned fanny paddling, David. I mean, they've just got taken behind the woodshed.
There's nothing to say. This has been an absolute beatdown. Dominated from the start, Jesse, to almost the finish now. They have done nothing right.
Everyone's going to have a real hard look at themselves, I think, this week after watching the film and in practice. And they just got to take accountability. They have to understand, man for man in this offense, they've got to do a better job next time they're on the field.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Get the win. They are now bowl eligible, but when you have a 0 in the loss column, there are much bigger fish to fry.
I think a lot of people thought they'd be 6-0 at this point, too. So, you know they're going to a bowl game, great. But, David, they've got their eyes set on the college football playoff and a national championship. They have that kind of talent. They're not surprised they're 6-0. They're looking to do bigger things.
No, 6-0 is great, but that's not the goal. They want to be 12-11. They want to be 14-. They want to continue this streak as long as they possibly can. Extremely talented. Nobody's surprised, and their goals are a lot bigger than this.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis saying goodbye, everybody.